Hi, this is Mato. In this video, I will show the game between Juan Corzo and Jose Raul Capablanca that was played in Havana in 1901. At the time when this game was played, Capablanca was only 12 years old. And have you heard of Juan Corzo? He was born in 1873 in Madrid, Spain, and he was Cuban chess champion. In this game, Juan Corzo had white pieces and he started with e4. Capablanca played e5, knight to c3, knight to c6. Game started like a Vienna game, but it will transpose to King's Gambit accepted. Pawn takes pawn, knight to f3, g5, defending pawn on f4, h4, g4, attacking knight, knight to g5, knight goes to suicide mission, h6, attacking knight, and white sacrificed the knight. What else but to take? Capablanca captured knight, d4, d5, pawn takes pawn, attacking knight. Instead of moving knight, Capablanca played queen to e7 check, and Corzo played king to f2, because bishop to e2 block doesn't work. Then we would have this continuation, f3, and if pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, and if white tries to pin, then queen takes on h4, and after king to d2, queen takes, and so on. So in the game, king to f2 was played, and now g3 check, king to g1. Is king safe on g1? What do you think? Now, pawn on d5 is attacking knight on c6. How should black continue? Should he play knight to d8, maybe knight to b4? What would you play? Capablanca captured pawn on d4, sacrificing the knight, so he was a piece up, and he returned the piece to activate his army. And now he offered to exchange queens. Of course, it's not a good idea for white, is it? Because then game would not last very long. So in the game, knight to e2 was played. Capablanca played queen to b6, threat is bishop to c5, winning queen. So Corzo captured queen, Capa captured towards the center. Knight to d4. What's wrong with taking that pawn on f4? Well, this is wrong. Checkmate. Okay, so in the game, knight to d4, bishop to c5, pinning knight, c3, rook to a4, and white must be very careful. He can't play something like this, because then rook takes knight, and if pawn takes rook, check, and again the same problem. So white decided to make a room for his king on f1. Now bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, rook takes pawn, f4 pawn is protected now. b3, and threat is bishop to b2, winning one of the rooks. Knight to f6, bishop to b2, attacking rook. Rook to d2, forking both bishops. But white found a solution, so he thought, this is check. And how should black continue? What would you play? If king goes to g7, then knight is pinned. If king goes to e7, then rook to e1. Capablanca just captured bishop. Rook takes on h8. And we have reached a very interesting position. It is black to move. What would you play in this position if you had black pieces? If you wish, you can pause this video and you can try to find the winning move that Capablanca played in this position. Ready? Would you play this? f3, sacrificing a pawn. What is the purpose of this move? Well, that is making room for knight to come to f4. White captured pawn on f3. What else? Knight to f4 and bishop to e5. White must be very careful. If he plays something like a4, we would have discontinuation. Bishop to h3, there is a checkmate threat. So perhaps White will have to capture a bishop and then check, and after, if king goes to h1, then there is checkmate on h2. So king to f1, then check, and after king to e1, well, black can get a brand new queen. So you now understand that bishop to e5 was played to get rid of the knight. But now, rook to g2 check, king to f1, check, king to e1. In this position, Capablanca made a move, and Corzo resigned. What is the move? The move is knight to d3 check. After king to d1, g2, and after rook to g1, knight takes bishop, and White's position is hopeless. What is your conclusion of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.